The joggers, walkers and cyclists gathered at Princes Park for the start of the annual fundraising walk. Premier John Cain was there to start proceedings and announce a $10,000 government grant for community aid abroad. The captains of the North Melbourne and Carlton football teams broke, or rather wandered, through the banner, setting the pace for the walkers, who meandered off on the start of their 8-kilometre walk. Most decided to take it easy, though some were making it particularly difficult for themselves. All money raised will go to self-help programs for refugees returning from camps in Sudan to their home villages in northern Ethiopia. And those cyclists who weren't fundraising today lined up for a 25-kilometre pedal power ride from Wellington Parade in the city to Ringwood. But again, there was no pressure to beat the clock. The emphasis was on having a relaxing ride, with the incentive of a free...
The people of Melbourne made the most of the sunshine today as they took part in the annual Walk Against Want. Participants walked, ran or rode to gather sponsors and support for those in need. Simon Breer reports.
The official start time was 9:30 this morning, and surprisingly a lot of Melburnians managed to roll up at the early hour, all keen to do their bit to assist the world's poorest of poor. Families, friends and dogs gathered at the Carlton football ground to take part in an 8 or 20 kilometre walk or run, or the cycle of 25 or 35 kilometres. Premier Cain was invited to launch the annual event for Melbourne.
And I'm pleased to announce our contribution this year has been doubled to $10,000.
Walk Against Want began in 1965. More than $3 million has been raised since then. The 1986 Walk Against Want was conducted in all capital cities and some regional centres around Australia. And while people were pounding and pedalling around Carlton, another activity designed to get people out and about was staged from the city to Ringwood. A massive 7,000 people took to the road in the 3KZ Bikeathon. Organisers believe this to be one of the biggest bike rides ever. The course was about 25 kilometres from outside the Hilton Hotel to Jubilee Park in Ringwood. The idea was not to race, but to enjoy a sunny Sunday in a healthy activity. Police were on hand to provide safe passage for the pedallers, and many motorists sat stunned as the thousands flashed past. The weary riders dismounted.